And here is what remains of Spawnhouse. I think it's a much better design. Definite improvement here. Still some crafting tables down there. Yep. I definitely prefer this to the old design. It's much nicer, it's much tidier. It's, it doesn't block the view of Sky Garden or Melon Farm. Yep, I was surprised at how quickly that thing went up, man. That was, if I'd known that it was gonna light up so quickly, I'd have probably left it. No, I've maybe set off one fire on each floor, and then got out and maybe watched it burn a bit more. But yeah, it was a nice fire. Nice fire. Kept me warm. It's very good. Anyway, I've got some things planned for this episode. I think we're gonna kick it off with some build. Well, we've kicked it off with some griefing. No, it's not really griefing. We've been meaning to get rid of it. Yeah, I think we're gonna do some building today, and I'm gonna try and do some commentary whilst I'm building. I think it's gonna be a challenge to try and concentrate on commentating whilst I am building, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, I will be right back. Alright guys, here we are. This is where we're up to on the build. I think it's looking great. It's took me about 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours to do all of that. It's not actually as much as it looks from here. You'll see in a minute when we go over there. So yeah, the house type thing is coming on good. We need to name it, man. We need to come up with a name, because like over there, Jacob's called his Fortress of Tarn. There's a Castle of Cobbleness. What can I call this thing? I don't know what to call it. I just keep referring to it as my house type thing, which is not an attractive name. So we need to come up with something better for that. I need to spend some time thinking about that. Anyway, today I'm going to do some building on camera, and I'm going to try and commentate whilst I'm doing it. I haven't done any like commentating over like a topic, like a topical discussion whilst I've been doing something, or building, while I need to concentrate on building before. So I think this is going to be a challenge. But we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, I can always edit it out. Yep. Okay, so oh yeah, we got some more gold as well to finish off the doors. Just need to do that side now. Okay, so you can see it's not actually all that much, because it's basically just the outside shell. There's a lot more to do. I mean, you'll notice I haven't even put in any flooring here. What was that? Okay, never mind. The cobblestone, as well as being a decorative feature on the outside, it also marks the floors for me, which is quite helpful. Oh, and we got a visit from a friend whilst we were away, and he fixed our torches for us. They were very messy before. They were all over the place. They weren't in what he calls the proper lines. I didn't really care, because I'm lazy like that. But yeah, he had a problem with it, so he came and sorted all the torches out for us, which is nice. We'll have to go and do something to pay him back. Hopefully not clearing out some of the space down there. He's been working hard on it. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly get myself set up here, and then we will start building. Alright, and we're back, and I've got up on top here, my dirt tower, and we'll start building. Okay, so, I need to sort that. The topic that I'm going to try and discuss whilst I'm building this is multiplayer survival versus single player survival. So for me, I started, as I'm pretty sure most people have done with Minecraft, with single player survival. That's what I started with. I stumbled onto, well, I was playing another game, and this is really a story for another day, but I was playing another game, I was getting a bit bored, Wanted something else just to keep me occupied whilst I was in my bored phases of the other game. Most people said Minecraft, so I looked at Minecraft. I went to the forums, onto the website, and they linked one of Paul Saw's Survive and Thrive videos. And so that's pretty much how I started. And that would have been, I don't know, a year and a half ago? More than that, I guess. 2 years ago? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I started with single player survival, and it wasn't for like 6 months or so. It was probably more than that, maybe even a year, until a friend who I'd met on the other game, uh, I'd stopped playing that game by then, and I'd mentioned that I was playing a lot of Minecraft, and he said, "Oh, dude, you should come and play on my server." And so he gave me the IP. I joined the server, and there it was, my first multiplayer survival server. it it wasn't really all that much of a single player a multiplayer survival server at all, really. Those guys were the biggest cheats, man. They really were. Half the time they were in creative, getting themselves diamonds and things. But it was fun. It was fun. I learnt the art of pranking and that kind of thing. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. So yeah, that was my first taste of. Oops, that shouldn't be there. That was my first taste of multiplayer survival, and I enjoyed it very much. But which is more entertaining or more fun to play? Single player survival? I need to get that pick later. Single player survival or multiplayer survival? Well, let's look at the advantages of multiplayer survival. For me, the first thing is other people, really. So you can, and of course all the activities that come along with that. You get to show off your building, that kind of thing. Co-building as well. Another great advantage of multiplayer survival is you can build things together. So for example, Jacob and I are planning to build a inhumane animal farm pretty soon. Looking forward to that because I really need cows. I want to make some books, enchanted books, but I need books in order to do that. I don't even have an enchanting table at my place yet. I am using others at the moment. So yeah, co-building is certainly an advantage. Oh wait, is this right? Yeah, this is right. So yeah, co-building is definitely an advantage to multiplayer survival. I always enjoy that. And then you've also got pranking. Pranking is a big one for me because I do enjoy pranking, and indeed being pranked as well. I do enjoy that. So yeah, that's another big one, a big advantage for multiplayer for me. Always enjoy a good prank. I've got a couple lined up, and I need to think of something for this as well. Although it's not technically a prank, it was actually helping me, but we'll prank him back anyway, just because. And then I guess the last thing is really PvP. I've only really got into PvP quite recently, playing on things like the Overcast network. And yeah, every now and again, because the owner seems to like his PvP games quite a lot, we do quite a bit on here as well. And another, speaking of co-building as well. Speaking of co-building and PvP, we're planning to build an arena somewhere pretty soon, and I've got some ideas on how we'll do that. So yeah, looking forward to that. Stay tuned for that. But I think we should probably also we need to look at the advantages that single-player survival brings as well. And the first thing that pops to mind is other people. There are no other people. And really, for me, the existence of other people can go both ways. So, one of the first server which I joined from the Minecraft forums, the server which I found on the Minecraft forums, I kid you not, guys, I joined it for like I just want to see what I did down there. I joined it, and I hung about on it, looked around for about 15 minutes, talked to a couple of the people who were on, and then, I kid you not guys, I left, and I never joined it again. The people on there seemed to be extremely stupid, and they swore a lot. I don't have a problem with swearing, but these guys just took it to a whole another level. They were very aggressive, they were arrogant, they just weren't friendly, just not the sort of people you'd want to play with. So yeah, I left that server after about 15 minutes and never came back. I do have some standards. I think that's right. I hope it's right. Oh wait, let's just see if we can. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that was my first experience of a server on the Minecraft forums. So yeah, other people can actually be the disadvantage. I mean, the people on this server are just great. I really enjoy playing with them. But you can find some people who you really wouldn't want to play with. And I don't mean to bash servers on the forums there, because I mean I found this server on the forums originally, and then got talking to Lucas and invited me, and yeah, that was that. So yeah, I don't mean to knock servers which are advertised on the forums there. That was just one experience I had. It doesn't speak for all of them. So yeah, other people can be an advantage or a disadvantage. It depends on the people. Alright, so I think we've done that okay. Just need to go fix that down there. The next one, I guess, is caving as an advantage for single survival, because when I came on this server, I could not find a single cave around here that hadn't already been explored. I had to go way out before I could find a cave that hadn't already been completely ravaged. So yeah, I guess that's a very flimsy advantage for single survival. But experimenting also. I think, and in fact, this server probably shows that the best, that sometimes when you join a server and you want to do well on the server, you want to build nice things, that kind of thing, you can be pressured by what's already here, and you just feel like, oh god, I can't build like that. So when I saw the Sky Garden, the first thing I saw when I signed on to the server the first time was the Sky Garden. I was like, oh man. How am I going to match that, man? I can't build like that. Well, it turns out I can almost build as well as that, you know. But yeah, so this isn't off the cuff, but what I've built here, by the way. I've pre-built it on a creative server. So yeah, pressure of other builds can sometimes, you could say, is an advantage of single-player survival. Because you can do experiments, that kind of thing, without the fear of people coming and seeing it and being like, oh god, what the hell is this? What the hell is this, man? So yeah, that's another advantage there. We need to do those. So yeah, that's that. And then I guess the last advantage of single-player survival is building. And again, I guess this can go both ways, because I really enjoy building on this server, but you can be limited sometimes with things like in Spawn Town, but pre-existing builds. I mean, I found a pretty good spot here. I'm away from anyone else, so it's fine. I can build what I want, but sometimes you can feel a bit compacted. So I remember that one. This was it? It's probably this is what I'm about to talk about is the first server that I actually joined on. No, not the first one. The first one which I actually played on from the Minecraft forums. And in the Spawn Town, they gave you like a plot of 15 by 15 to build on. And I was just like, and they made a requirement that you had to build a spawn house. It couldn't be taller than 22 blocks, something like that, before you could go out into the world and build elsewhere, and all these limitations. And I was just like, fine. So I built the spawn house, and then a day later I came back on, and they destroyed it, man. They destroyed my spawn house, and I wasn't happy. I should be building here. This isn't part of the challenge. They killed my spawn house, and I was very upset because I'd actually put quite a bit of time into it. It was sort of like a multi-layer castle-like thing. No, not a castle, but I guess it was like an apartment block, only fancy. A fancy apartment block is what I had built, and it didn't exceed 22 blocks. It was like 21. But they knocked it down because they said it was shattering the center of the town. They had this like little fountain in the center, and apparently not that they had actually made this a rule, or at least this isn't something they had told me. But you couldn't build above like 15 blocks or something if you were near the center, because they didn't want to ruin the fountain in the center. But they'd never told me it was the point. So yeah, I left that server. I wasn't staying around there. God, killed my house. That's not on the agenda, man. Not cool. So yeah, building other people. They can really they work both ways when it comes to servers, I find. I think I'll leave that as the door. That's right. I'll leave that as well. So yeah, but I mean, for me, other people just make the server. Really, if they're good, like this server's just like the best for me because the people on here are absolutely great. I enjoy playing with them, and that's really the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned. You have to get on and enjoy playing with the other people. I think that's always going to be the deciding factor between between single player and multiplayer survival. Anyway, I've got one other thing that I wanted to do today, so I think I'll skip to that now. I'll be right back. Alright, well this is the last thing for today, guys. This is the site of a future build for me. I'm not sure when I'm going to start it. I think I want to get my quote-unquote house partially finished first, like at least get the walls up before I start on this. But basically what I want here is a harbour, to put in my British ships. Oh, don't have enough. Never mind. So yeah, that's the plan for here. As you can see, it's actually quite a natural-looking harbour as it is. So I wouldn't have to do too much terraforming. I hope anyway. I've chosen this as just because it's much easier than any other spot. Yeah, so you can see here it already looks like quite a natural harbour. I think what I'll do is I will bring it back here a bit, try and curve this out a bit, because of course right there is very close to my house thing. And then over here, what I'll do is I'll make some sea barriers at about here, across to there. Okay, so that's a future plan. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I certainly did. I think now I'm going to get back to doing some building. I think next episode I'm going to do some caving on camera because I did some caving with a friend of mine a few days ago, and he's from Australia. I'm from the UK, so he was playing it like in the evening, and I was up in the morning playing, and that is a bad time. And I was doing terribly. I was just getting blown from side to side by creeper and skeletons. Oh, it's really bad. But apparently, from my friend's perspective, it was quite entertaining. So I think I'll do a caving episode next. Anyway, until then, I hope you all keep well, and I will see you next time.